What am I doing with my hands? See, this is why I don't like it. Hey my girl, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taja Ray. I'm your new relatable cyber sister in single motherhood or just a period. If you are returning, welcome back my girl. So I know it's been a minute since y'all have seen me. I moved down here and just completely forgot about YouTube. I'm not gonna hold you, I'm not a YouTube girly. I am a short form type of girl. You can find me on TikTok or Instagram. YouTube, not so much. But here we are. I want to do a 3-month update for y'all. I did write some notes down because I am a certified rambler. This video, I don't want this video to be too long. So I wrote some notes down for myself so that I stay on topic, I stay on track, and this video is not all over the place because organization is key. So the first thing is why I decided to move. Why move away from my village, my support system? Why go from having no bills, little to no bills, to having bills? What's wrong with you for real, Tajay? And the short answer is, really, I was tired of using my family as a crutch. I felt like if I would have stayed in Minnesota, I would have been in the same spot, still stagnant, and again, just using my family as a crutch, and I didn't want to feel like that no more. They never made me feel like that whatsoever. My family, from the beginning, they was like, okay, we got you and the kids. But I felt away because I'm hyper independent and I just don't like relying on, and it sounds crazy, I don't like relying on anybody. And again, my family was there. You know what I'm saying? I had no reason to feel how I felt, but I hyper independent. I wanted to take care of my kids. I wanted to feel like I was taking care of my kids, and not my mom, not my brother, not my dad. I want the support, but at a minimum. I wanted to get my life together, and yeah, it was just time for me to go. It was an internal thing for real. I've never lived on my own. I've always lived with roommates, other people, and I said before I get married, before I find somebody and move in with that person and be a family, I want to experience living on my own. I want to experience just being me and my kids before God blesses me with that other, part of my journey. So, and I'm gonna be turning 30 in a month. I'm gonna be 30 next month. So I was really I was hard on myself. I'm like, Tadra, you gotta get your life together. There's nothing wrong whatsoever with living with your parents. I'm grateful for my mom. I'm grateful for my family, my village. I'm grateful. But me personally, and again, it's the internal thing, turning 30, I wanted to be in my own place. And I wanted to feel like a 30-year-old. And again, that's not to say whatever. Y'all know how to, if you live with your parents at your big age, you don't have the freedom. You know what I'm saying? It's still your parents' house. You can't do what you want to do at your parents' house. If you want to do what you want to do, move out. And that's what I did. I moved out. And I knew Crew was starting school soon, and I knew if he started school in Minnesota, I was going to be stuck for another year in Minnesota. And I did not want to be in Minnesota another year longer. Because Minnesota is cool, but I just didn't want to be stuck another year and feeling like I was doing nothing with myself. Once I found a job, I was happy. I was like, cool, I got a job. He's not supposed to start school for another few months. This could work. I could do this. I could save up some money, find a place, and be settled before he has to start school. So that's another reason why I was kind of in a rush to do it, because I wanted him to not be behind, or I didn't want him starting somewhere making friends and then pulling him out of that school. Now he has to go make new friends and have a new teacher. I didn't want that. So why Georgia specifically? Everybody's favorite question. Why Georgia? Why not Georgia? Why does anybody come down here? Not Atlanta specific. I don't live in Atlanta. I live on the outskirts. So, but I'm close to Atlanta. If I want to go into the city, I can. It was either Atlanta or Florida. Florida because my brother lives there. I want to be closer to my brother. But he was no longer in Florida. And I kind of talked myself out of Florida. That was a big part. But then the humidity, it's expensive down there. I said, okay, maybe not Florida. Maybe Georgia. And y'all also know that I was in a relationship. So me and that person kind of agreed on Georgia because we were in the same field. He's also an entrepreneur. He's also a content creator. We were like, okay, cool. Let's do it together. We didn't do it together, obviously, but Georgia was still the plan for me. And again, it's mainly because a lot is happening down here for content creators. Every time I hear an event, I got invited to an event. It made me so mad. I was a part of Black TikTok and they had a creator event and it was down here. It was in Atlanta, I should say. And I couldn't go because they emailed like a week before the event was supposed to take place. Like, okay, this the location, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to get down there in a week. I don't have plane ticket money, hotel money, transportation, like none of that. So I was mad. I was like, I need to get out of Minnesota because nothing like that happens in Minnesota. At least I don't hear about them. If they do, I don't know because I don't be hearing about them. So I was like, I need to get out of Minnesota. I need to be where things happen for creators if I'm going to make it as a creator or an entrepreneur. Is Georgia going to be my forever home? No, probably not. I want Texas to be my forever home. But for right now, I'm down here trying to build my brand, grow as a creator, and share my story along the way. So yeah, that's why Georgia. What were my emotions leading up to the move? I was happy. I was real happy. I was sad that I was going to be taking my babies away from my mom. Once we left my mom and once we were leaving Minnesota, it was like, oh my God, I'm really doing this. But I was more so happy because it's what I wanted to do. And God was making it happen for me. And I was just happy. I was excited to start this part of my journey with my kids. Was I scared? I'm a risk taker. I wasn't scared. Like, I don't know. I did not feel fear. I wasn't scared. I was just happy. I was thinking like finally it's happening. I wasn't scared. Something wrong with your girl. I was not scared. It's crazy thinking back. Why wasn't I scared? I think I wasn't scared because I've moved away before. Yes, it's different because I'm moving away with my kids. And now I'm not just worrying about myself. I'm worrying about my two kids too. But even then, I wasn't scared. When you getting on a plane for the first time, right? I don't know, maybe that's just me. But I remember my first time on a plane, I was excited. I'm like, I'm about to go to a new state I ain't never been to before. I'm about to have some fun. I'm going on vacation. Yes, I'm scared that I'm about to get on an airplane because I'm afraid of heights. I don't like heights. But I'm still going to do it because I want to go. I want to go on vacation. I want to go have some fun. I want to go see this new state. And I wasn't so much thinking about the scary part. I was just so excited. And then once I got on that plane, it was like, ooh, I'm on this plane. Ain't no turning back. Like, I'm on this plane. We about to take off. So I guess that's kind of how it was. That's the best analogy I got for y'all. I don't know if that made sense. It made sense to me. But yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. How the transition has been. For the kids, it's been smooth because I still get them out. We still have fun. We still go outside and do things. They still talk to my mom every single day. They both have iPads, so I make sure. And my mama went and got an iPad, y'all. She's so funny. My mom is a Galaxy person, but she went and bought herself an iPad so she can talk to her babies. So they FaceTime every day, many times a day. It's been a little hard because I do work from home, but I work in my room. My room is my office, and kids not supposed to be in your room while you're working, right? So my kids, it's kind of hard for them because back home they had my brother keeping them company, or my mom, when she had breaks or whatever from work, she would keep them company as well, or take them out while I'm working. Now we don't have that. So it's like during the day they be mad that I be working all day and they can't do nothing, and they have to just keep themselves occupied, or go out on the patio, the balcony. I would say the first month they really didn't grasp that Nanny lives so far away. That's what they call my mom, Nanny. She lives so far away. We can't go to Nanny's house. We can't go see Uncle. We live far away, y'all. So for the first month, it was it was hard for me because I understood. I'm like, and then I have to tell them, no, we can't go. No, we can't go. Why can't we go? This is why we can't go. And the kids, they be like, okay, cool, whatever. And it's like they'll forget, and like 2 hours later they say it again, like, can you come over our house? And it's like, she can't, we live so far away. But now they understand. They understand Nanny gotta get on an airplane, come see us, and things like that. Other than that, they're fine. They love their new apartment. They love their room. They've been cool. Me, it's been rough. It's been rough, not gonna lie. The mom guilt will settle in. Like, of course, I hope and pray that I don't, like, glamorize single motherhood in a way where it looks unrealistic. I still struggle. Do not get me wrong. I still struggle. I still have to ask my parents for help. I still have to lean on my support system. And I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful that I have the ability to do so. So when it gets hard for me, that mom guilt does settle in. I sometimes have thoughts like, maybe I should have came down here by myself, got myself together. I could work the hours that I need to work. I could put in overtime. I could, whatever, and then go get my kids. Maybe I should have left them with my mom until I got my bank account right or got the house set up. You know what I'm saying? Those thoughts have overwhelmed me. I would say last month was hard. The first month was cool. The hype went down. Second month, it was like, okay, it's not so fun being on your own. It's not so fun being an adult. It's not so fun paying bills. It's not so fun being alone. The third month is I'm leaning on God heavily. God, have your way. Let your will be done. Literally praying so many times a day, staying in my Bible, and just trying to stay focused, because I feel like a bad mom bringing my kids along and like doing this with them, trying to figure it out with them. But at the same time, I will also feel like a bad mom if I left them back in Minnesota with my mom until I got on my feet, because they're my responsibility. I have to figure it out with my kids. I'm not just going to leave my kids because I need to figure myself out. It's not to say that you are a bad mom if you did have to do this, or if you are thinking about doing this. Do what's best for you and your kids. But I feel like what's best for me is to do it with them. What's best for my kids is to be with their mom. It's definitely been a lot, but it's what I asked for. I knew it was going to be a lot. I knew it was going to be a struggle. But that's what I wanted. I threw myself in the water so I could teach myself how to swim. That's the only way it was going to get done. And even though I was anticipating it, like, it still sucks. It don't take away from that fact. Like, it definitely still sucks to struggle. It definitely does still suck to do everything alone. at the same time, I chose to do it because I want to learn how to pray through it, how to grow through it, how to be the mom that my kids need and deserve. So I feel like I'm going to leave something out. Those were the hardest parts. The best parts is just being in my own space, organizing how I want to organize, cleaning how I want to clean, just having my own spot. I love it. I love it. I love it. My kids having their own room, even though they still be in my room. They have their own room. Being in a new environment. And I love seeing myself grow. How do I cope with the mom guilt and being homesick? Just deal with it. There's nothing I could do. Like when I'm homesick, it's really just me missing my mom, and I can call her, text her, call her, whatever. So I do that. Again, coping with the mom guilt is just praying through it and remembering, telling myself why I chose to move in the first place. That helps. My mindset before, I'm not gonna lie, I was stagnant. And it's like I was working towards something, but I would still have like my lazy moments because I ain't had nothing to worry about. My mindset now, I have everything to worry about. I got rent due. I got bills to pay. So I can't afford to be lazy. I have to figure it out. I have to make something shake. I can't keep putting videos off, keep putting content off. Y'all probably have noticed, like, I post more because I have to post more. I want to be a content creator, right? Create content. Create it and post it. That's my problem. I create it, I don't post it. Create it and post it. I want to be a successful entrepreneur, right? Market your brand. Post your brand. I'll say I was doing that, but once I got this job, it slowed down. Yeah, I want to quit so bad. Tell me not to, because I miss being a full-time entrepreneur. I truly do. I barely have time for anything anymore. When I'm off work, I don't want to be in my room because I'm in my room 8 hours of the day. So, anyways, my mindset then was it'll get done when it get done. My mindset now is I need to get it done. Like, there's no being lazy no more. What I hope to gain from this move. I want to grow as a woman and as a mother, grow closer to God, obviously. I just want to be a good example for my kids and give my kids a good childhood, one that they don't have to heal from. I want to find my community out here, even though it's so hard for me making friends because I really don't go outside. And it's so hard to like find mom friends that also don't like going outside but still want to do stuff. I don't know, like let's go to the playground and then bye, see you later. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a very low maintenance friend. Hold on, my camera about to die. Ugh, okay, she didn't die. But I hope I touched on everything. That was all the notes that I wrote down for myself and the questions that y'all have for me. But my advice to any mama that's watching this and wanting to relocate, thinking about it, because I remember when I was wanting to take that same leap of faith, I was looking for videos and watching success stories and things of that nature. So if you came across this video, maybe it's for a good reason. I hope you feel motivated, inspired, whatever, to do it. Do it, do it, do it. You will. I feel like I would regret it if I didn't. Because look at how far we've come already. 3 months in, and again, God has provided. He's listen, I made it 3 months because of God. There's no way I would have made it without him. If I could do it, you could do it. Because I'm nobody special. Trust yourself. Trust that you know what's best for you and your kids. Trust that you are strong enough for this next chapter for y'all. I promise you do not want to sit around and be like, dang, what if I would have just did it? And wonder, like, how would our life be if I would have just did it? You cannot be scared. You can't. I mean, it's okay to be scared. That's normal. But don't let fear stop you. Pray about it, pray about it, pray about it nonstop, and ask God for guidance. Ask him for guidance, ask him for direction, and when he gives you that green light, you go. That's my advice. If you feel like that's what you and your kids need to prosper, then do it. You are capable and you are able. It's gonna be scary and it's gonna be challenging. You're going to want to give up, but don't. And God wouldn't have put it on your heart if he wasn't gonna be with you every step of the way. So again, I hope this video was inspiration or motivation for somebody. You don't even necessarily have to be a mama. If you just, whoever and wherever you are, if this video was motivation for you, I'm happy. 3 months down. What lease did I sign a 12-month lease? I think I signed a 14-month lease. Ooh-wee. 3 months down, 11 months to go. I promise y'all it won't be another 3 months before you get another video, but just bear with me. Bear with me while I try to figure it all out. I'm still trying to balance everything. So if I didn't touch on something, or if a question pops up in your head while you're watching this, I didn't answer already, leave it in the comment section, and I can answer directly to the comment or make another video. But my kids want to have a movie night, so I gotta go. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.